I wanted to sleep on it before I made a reaction video to Trump's first speech to joint sessions of Congress. Um, because my initial thought on walking away was that was the single best speech of Trump's very short career as a politician. I'm talking from even to the pre-announcing he was going to run speeches like at CPAC a few years back to now. This was the single best speech of his entire career, without a doubt. It was the sane, rational, composed plan for the future that I even noticed the liberal media is having a hard time shitting on. He did a great job. Um, so I really don't want to make a video either recapping or dick sucking him. I'd like to more aim my reaction to some of the Democrats. And I'm not talking about all of them. I'm talking about Nancy Pelosi, Keith Ellison, the suffragettes last night, which I'm still trying to figure out why they think Trump is trying to take away the 19th Amendment, but alright. Whatever George Soros pays you to do, I guess. Those fuckers did not clap once. They didn't clap when Trump announced he brought jobs back. They didn't clap for Ryan Owens' wife. I mean, that says everything you need to know about these people there. They aren't American. I know they represent some Americans, but they're not American. If they don't applaud at jobs being brought back and Americans getting jobs, to me, what that says is either, oh shit, now we don't got welfare voters, that will vote for us. It either says that or, shit, we really want these people to be poor and dependent. And that's such a disgusting notion that I'd really like to believe that there aren't human beings that function like that, but of course life has taught me otherwise. And not just that, like, I know a lot of people are criticizing Trump for using Navy SEAL Ryan Owens' wife as a political puppet. I mean, I'll ignore the fact that presidents always bring in widows to get a round of applause from Congress. I don't think it's a political puppet thing. I think it's a respect thing, but whatever. You can think Trump was using her as a political puppet and still applaud her and thank her for her sacrifice and her husband's sacrifice and everything she's having to go through. I mean, to sit there on your hands and just scowl for a widow? For a widow whose husband, you may not agree with the mission, but you can't deny the fact that he sacrificed his life for your country. At least have some respect for her. That was the most disgusting thing. I mean, I've seen Nancy Pelosi, her, God, she's such a monster. Bullshit that comes out of her never ceases to amaze me. And Democrats, I know you're all mad that Keith Ellison didn't get elected, but thank God Keith Ellison didn't get elected. The last thing that you needed was this radical Islamic anti-Semite in charge of your fucking party. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, even Bernie didn't applaud for the whole thing. Bernie applauded when Trump started talking about we got to get drug prices down. That was a thing he ran on, you know? And I'm not even criticizing the Democrats who were asking, well, how's he going to pay for the infrastructure bill and the military spending if he's cutting taxes? Those are all fair questions. I have no criticism for people asking legitimate questions. But to be sour because our country is being successful is un-American. Just because your side didn't win doesn't mean you should be rooting for our loss. And it just proved to me that these people don't want Donald Trump to be successful in any way. Which is sad, because you may not agree with the man, but if he does a good job, you as an American benefit. You know, I didn't like Obama, but I hoped he did a great job. And I'm even willing to admit that some of the stuff that he did was good, you know? He gets credit for, well, he fixed things with Cuba and then he broke them. But at the end, alright, maybe Obama didn't do anything great. No, I'll give him some of the strides in social justice he got, although I do think he set race relations back. But see, I didn't support Obama. I don't like Obama, but I can still admit these are things Obama did good. These are things that were successful under his watch. It's like I'm saying, these people are fucking un-American. They don't want you to succeed. They want you to be dependent on them so that way they can have a steady career. And it's just sad. And these people should be fucking ashamed of themselves. I mean, shit, even Rachel Maddow admitted that Trump gave a good speech. When MSM has to come out and say, shit, he didn't do bad. Nancy, you don't got a pot to piss in, as my grandma used to say. But I highly recommend you watch Trump's speech. Don't get it from MSN. Or MSNBC or any of this shit. They're gonna chop it up. Just go and watch the speech. Have an open mind, you know. And I have questions. I want to know how he's gonna pay for a lot of that stuff, but I've been saying for years we need a merit-based immigration system. I think that's a compromise that both Republicans and Democrats can be okay with. But, you know, of course, they're probably all going to find some... That's the thing, another thing that's making me laugh, and I don't criticize the question of how is he going to pay for it, but I never heard a Democrat ask how Obama was going to pay for anything. I've never heard Democrats say how are we going to pay for any of the nonsense bullshit they constantly propose. It's a fair question, though. How is he going to pay for it? I have a feeling we're going to issue a lot of bonds. It's just the only fucking thing I can see is we're going to issue a lot of bonds. That or print money, which I'm not happy with either, but we need the infrastructure, you know? We need the infrastructure, we need the fixed military. I'd like to see him cut spending and redirect spending. That's why the one thing that bugged me is, though, the broad strokes of the plans were all laid out last night. You know, we're going to have a merit-based immigration system. I want the fine details. You know, I understand what a merit-based immigration system is, but I know a lot of people who didn't. You know, they had to look up afterwards what is a merit-based immigration system. I'd like to see the fine details on it. That's really the only thing that was missing from Trump's speech last night, but given that he was trying to cram so much in an hour, I get why he was just trying to do the broad strokes, especially since this was really his first chance to basically say, I'm not the boogeyman that everyone's saying I am, this is what I actually want to do. So I can understand him going for the broad strokes, but we now need to see some nitty-gritty. How are you going to pay for all this? That's a fair question, although I think it's funny coming from Democrats. Anyway, if anything else happens, I'll let you know. But highly recommend watching the speech, and watch Nancy Pelosi, Keith Ellison, and a lot of the Democrats' reactions to everything. I wasn't expecting them to have a good reaction when we said we got to get rid of Obamacare, but oh my god, these people. Anyway, thank you, and God bless.